Whole tattoo, 6 volts. We're starting out with the 7 curve mag, 7 curve mag.
Protection takes time, bro.
Map out the leaves. Go down there. And the leaves gonna be soft. I'm not trying to put them too hard. That's why I'm using the mag. I want the whole thing to be soft, but certain spots I definitely will like kind of be more aggressive with the black to make it like a sharp hardness, as if it was the line. But once it heals, of course, it's gonna be soft enough. Like I'm using the mag. That's another thing we're gonna be going for with this piece. Definitely high contrast, solid black. Make sure it pop out once it heal up. And also, we going for like that healing to where it don't look like it lightened up at all. Like it healed exactly how we tattoo it. And that's one of my things I've been going for as well. So I believe that's super, a lot of people say super saturation, but I saturated, but now we just gonna just trust them tones, go with them darker tones, and just prepare for that 10% healing to lighten up. Well, it's still gonna be dark. Structure this out. As we get to the edge of that flower, it's gonna soften up. Starting from that stem, it's definitely gonna be dark. Go. Like I said, this one right here gonna be done mostly without like medium to light tone. I want this one to kind of be a little bit lighter. But some of them darks is gonna be around the edges to make sure it pop out. Now just to separate it, I want this to be like a light peony flower. And most of the stuff gonna be like, oh, I gotta shade it soft on the edge. First that dark shade around it. Been using a light tone around these flowers, chat. Definitely use some black on the inside. I was thinking about filling it in, but nope. You're gonna pop off the skin. More skin breaks, the better. And definitely leave them skin break. Let that pop out. And so far, only needle. I think the only needle we're gonna use throughout the whole thing is the 15 and the 7. We still ain't introduced no other needles just yet. Keep this soft. Now coming in the back, you see they got a leaf right there. So I would definitely have that leaf more dark, and that's what's gonna structure out this petal versus trying to shade in close to that leaf. Get that skin break. You can just come behind it and kind of fill it in. And it's gonna be soft, so it ain't gonna be probably solid black. Since it's been so far back, it's like as if it's faded off into the wind. I think I recommend that to anybody, like before doing a piece, like practice on fixing if you can. Yep, so by the time you get to the real skin, you'll be all good. You'll be already comfortable with the movements, how you gonna shade it and all that. So people that be uncomfortable and not knowing how to shade it, just practice the design on some fake skin. And then you'll know exactly how you're gonna approach it when you get to the real skin. There's more to go. About to finish up these flowers. Still using the 15 curve mag, medium tone inside the flowers, going around the end of the center with pure black. Been doing good on time for sure, for sure. And since I want that to be lighter, watch, I'm gonna come to the side. That's how I'm gonna fill it in. Cause I'm gonna shade basically behind it. I'm gonna actually shade the edge of the flower. But behind here, the flower's gonna map that petal out. For the spots where you can like shade on the flower, I definitely try to take advantage to show that softness. Yeah, cause when we come back, it's gonna be pretty much black around the edges so it stand out. And that just give me a space to kind of shade behind it, not actually on the flower or close to the flower. That's what I've been doing throughout the whole tat, just like that. If I shade right here, I shade actually behind it so I don't have to touch the flower itself. So I always leave that break between the skin and the dark shade. Light, and that's like light next to dark pretty much. Light next to dark is what's gonna create that contrast. I could actually go around, but I'm just deciding if I'm gonna go around the sunflower with that or just shade in the sunflower. So I don't want this over here to get like too so. Well, even though we ain't touch it, I want to leave it. Then come back, try to go up and down, up and down. So we shade right along the edges. So we come back with our black, slight work. We're gonna go right in with it. And it's just our light tone. If we got to build up, we build up from there. Right to the medium. I'll hit this little piece. Got it back and forth like a cellular motion. There's a lot of ways to do the back and forth. You could like use your wrist. Sometimes I catch myself lightly using my arm. I think I slightly use my arm when I'm like doing something bigger. I'm shading this tight, definitely wrist. You know what I'm saying? Black. Or the shade in that leaf. You know, we got the shade away from it. Now we're gonna put that outline. The shade gonna be on the sunflower behind it. So we're gonna map this petal out. Also just take that dark, even though it'll shade it, take that dark and make sure it's mapped out. It's mapped out. The black ain't gonna mess nothing up. You're only gonna hold it together. I understand the inside people be scared to, you know, go too dark. That's what hold it together. As long as you got them lights next to them darks, you're gonna be good. Not them dark next to dark, because that's when they really be fighting each other to try to, you know, who could be seen the most.